Imagine if in your wellness business you had an extra $50,000, $60,000, even $80,000 in recurring revenue coming in every single month. Over $100,000 per year in overhead to add on medical weight loss. You can now do this for $0, right? No overhead. Not only do you increase your lifetime value by having people stay longer on medical weight loss, but you also increase your lifetime value because the longer that they're with you, the more likely that they're staying on your other services. You can add in over $120,000 of new revenue to your business by simply taking something that your clients already want and adding in medical weight loss to them. If you're a wellness business owner looking to add on medical weight loss, this video is for you. My name's Josh. I'm the CEO of PatientStream, and over the last 14 months, we have helped our clients generate over $60 million in new revenue from medical weight loss alone. And the beautiful part about this is that it is now possible for you, a wellness business owner, to be able to now plug this into your business and do the exact same thing. And so what I want to walk you through in this training today is going to be, how do you make it happen, right? How can you go ahead and not just increase your profits by adding on another revenue stream, right? But by also being able to transform your clients' results even faster by using the power of medical weight loss. And so I come from owning gyms, and over the last decade, my partners and I have been in that industry transforming lives. We've probably worked with over 3,000 different individuals, helping them lose weight, transform their lives, and just feel better. And if I would have had this opportunity in the past, I would have jumped on it in a heartbeat. Because imagine if in your wellness business you had an extra $50,000, $60,000, even $80,000 in recurring revenue coming in every single month. What would that do? What would that do to your profit? What would it do to your bottom line? What would it just do to your goals that you have for expanding your impact? And so in this video, I want to just walk you through the 3 steps that I see that must be taken in order to be able to add on medical weight loss and offer it to your clients. And so the first thing that matters is going to be, how do you install it? The traditional way of installing medical weight loss has really been following this formula. And there's a reason why this industry is booming and why you probably see a new clinic, a new ad popping up for medical weight loss every single day. And it's because it works. It's worth the investment. And so let's talk about what that investment is. So if you want to go out today and do this, right, whether you are a doctor or not, that's the beautiful part, is you can follow this process. And so the first step here is that you need medical direction. If you're a gym owner, if you're a wellness business owner, if you're a med spa and you are not a doctor, you're going to have medical direction to be able to legally be able to prescribe and get your clients the medication that they need for medical weight loss. Whether that's semaglutide, trizepatide, you name it, there needs to be medical direction along that. And so traditionally what that means that you have to find a medical director. It's probably going to cost you about $18,000, okay? And so that's if you just have the direction. The director is going to cost you more. That's a 6-figure, employee that you have to now add into your business to be able to do this in-house. Then from there, you need medical staff, right? You have to have medical staff to service a medical service. And so that medical staff we usually see ranges about $40,000 per year. Now, obviously, as you scale that cost just increases. And then from there, we have patient care staff. If you want to be able to not just give people medication and say goodbye, and you want to actually be able to service them, take care of them, answer their medical questions, help them with, if they're dealing with side effects, or how do they scale it, how do they, dose it down, how do they get off of it? All of those things matter. And so you're going to need a patient care staff that can help deal with that, because you don't want to pay a doctor to do that over and over again. So that's looking at like another $40,000 per year. And then you need administrative staff, right? Someone has to service this, right? How do you onboard them? How do you deal with payments? How do you deal with the EMR system, the HIPAA compliance, all those different things? You're going to have staff that can do that. And that's going to be about $30,000 per year, which is not too bad, right? Considering that you're adding on a new revenue stream. And then lastly here, of course, you need insurance. And so insurance, I'd probably say high end, you're probably looking at about, $10,000 per year. Middle of the road, we see an average about $8,500 per year. And so this has been the traditional route of how do you install it. So the cool part, and where I'm going to give you a shameless plug, is we've now developed a system, a medical launch system, where you can partner and now have zero cost here. So imagine not having to find medical direction. Imagine not having to hire medical staff. Imagine being able to save money and not need patient care staff, and then not need administrative staff, and then not need that insurance. And so now, instead of having to invest over, what's that, 40, 80, over $100,000 per year in overhead to add on medical weight loss, you can now do this for $0, right? No overhead. And so that's my shameless plug. If you're interested in that, perfect. If not, you got the traditional route here. It all still works, and it's all still worth it considering that you're adding on medical weight loss in your business, one of the fastest growing industries. And you know that for a fact, even if you're only signing up 3, 4, 5 new patients per week, you're adding on a recurring revenue stream that's there to stick. And this is the crazy part. The average person on medical weight loss usually stays on medical weight loss for 12 months. Think about your offerings right now. Let's just say you're a gym owner, right? And you have a gym membership. The average person on a gym membership, right, at a high-end facility, or they're paying for coaching and things like that, typically stays for somewhere between 3 to 6 months. So imagine being able to double or quadruple your lifetime value by just having a new revenue stream that keeps people there longer. And the beautiful part about that is it stacks. Let's just say that you offer recovery services. And so you have people on a recovery membership. So they come in, they stay for a few months, they do that. But now imagine if you also have them on medical weight loss. Now they're a long-term client of yours. And so that means that they're also purchasing and using your other services for even longer. So not only do you increase your lifetime value by having people stay longer on medical weight loss, but you also increase your lifetime value because the longer that they're with you, the more likely that they're staying on your other services. Think of it as if you're a coach and you're a gym owner. If you have someone on membership, you have X amount of months that they typically stay. But if they're on medical weight loss as well, they're staying for longer, which means they're also staying for longer on the gym membership. So this is where it really starts to compound, and this is where it gets crazy. And this is why people will invest hundreds of thousands of dollars into adding on medical weight loss, because it is incredibly worth it. So whether you use our partner program, whether you go and install it and you do all this work, it is worth doing in your business. And so from a time standpoint, right? Let's just say you're gonna go this route. And you're probably wondering, okay, well then, Josh, how long is it going to take me to do this? So this is going to be a range, but being in this industry, this is typically what we see. You have legal setup. Yes, you're going to have to go through a bunch of legal battles, do a new LLC, because you are now getting in the realm of medication. And so that's usually about a 4 to 6 week process, can sometimes be longer. You have finding a medical director. You don't just want to hire any Joe Smo off the street. You don't want to just go and pick a company that's going to be your medical director, because they're working with your clients. And so you have to make sure that you do your due diligence. And so that can be another 2 to 4 weeks. And then from there, you need staff, right? We have to hire that medical staff, the administrative staff, right? The patient care staff, all of those things have to happen. And if you're going to hire A players, you're probably looking at 6 to 8 weeks of just interviewing, vetting, getting applicants, and then finding the right people. Then you have to set up a new LLC and bank, right? This kind of comes back to the legal setup. If you're going to sell medical weight loss, you can't just put them through your current Stripe account or whatever you're billing with, right? It has to be through a different legal entity because it's now getting in the medical range. And so to go that process, not too long, probably 1 to 2 weeks, but you're going to have to do it. And then of course you have to set up a pharmacy, right? Just because you have medical direction doesn't mean that you can just have the medication shipped to you and then you just start handing it out, right? It does not work like that unless you want to end up behind bars. And so you have to be able to find that pharmacy, set it up, deal with their rates, deal with their shipping timelines and all of that process there, which is going to take about 4 to 6 weeks. And you can't do this until you've done this. So it's not like this can all just happen in 4 to 6 weeks, right? It's going to have to stack on each other. So you're looking at a good several months to be able to add this on. Again, if you are going to go the route of using something like our launch program where we just go ahead and set everything up for you, this cuts down from months to literally 48 hours. Yes, we've done the work to make that possible. But this is the timeline, right? Again, no matter which direction you go, it is still incredibly worth it to be able to stack new recurring revenue and increase the lifetime value of your clients. You will drastically be able to grow your business. And so now, once we have that done, now we get into the part of how do you start making money? And this is where we launch it, okay? And so this is something that's really cool if you have an existing wellness business, because you can launch it without necessarily needing to launch it to new people, right? So you don't have to go out and find new leads, new clients, all of that stuff just yet. But the first step is, how do you take advantage of what do you actually have right now in your business resource-wise? And there's 2 different places that you can look to make this happen. The first place that we love to talk about is going to be called an internal play. And so what's an internal play? An internal play is where we put an offering out there, right? You put an offering out there, a program, a service, transformation program, anything like that to your existing membership or client base. So if you have clients right now that are coming to see you for sculpting, let's say you own a med spa, or you have clients that come into, a coaching session. Let's just say you own a gym and you guys have group coaching and they're coming there, right? All of these existing clients are people that are candidates for medical weight loss. So especially if you're in the wellness business industry, most people are probably coming to you because they want to look good, feel better, all those different things. But a lot of that at the core of it is that they need to lose weight. And so if you have clients that are coming to you for a service that you know for a fact that them being able to lose weight faster is going to be something that interests them, which probably is the case, then we can launch an internal play to those people. And so how do I recommend you do an internal play? If you have a membership offering and you have a community, you have a phase, right? You get to engage with your clients. They come in repeatedly, right? They're coming in at least once a week. Then the best way to do an internal play is to launch a challenge, okay? And this is the fun part, because even if you already sell weight loss services, for example, let's say that you, again, are a gym owner, right? And you're selling services that help people lose weight. You can still launch an internal challenge that people will be interested in, right? They're interested in a new meal plan, nutrition resources, maybe a new workout style, or just the accountability and the motivation to kind of push a little bit harder. So internal plays are awesome because they're going to allow your clients to lean more in, which is going to help them become more consistent and increase revenue of the current service they're already paying you for. But then now when you roll out a challenge, right, or a transformation or some type of program that they can join in to lose weight faster, now this is where you can bolt on medical weight loss, because you can roll this out, have all of your members or your clients join, but then now you can also know, hey, we just launched medical weight loss. We have this service here. It's going to increase the speed at which you see results. Let's get you on that too, along with the current program that you're on. And so this is how you can get 30% of your existing clients who are already paying you for other services to now pay you for the new revenue stream of medical weight loss that you have launched in your business. And then from there, the other side of it is going to be, what about those leads that you've already paid for? What about your past clients, right? If you've been open for a year plus, you probably have past clients. If you don't, if everyone has stayed with you, then either you have not grown that much or you just have some secret sauce to where you can have 100% retention, and I want to know you and talk to you and learn from you if that's the case. But let's just say that's not the case. Let's just say that you've ran ads before and you have 1,000 leads sitting there in your database, right, that you were not able to get through the door. Let's say you have 100 plus past clients who have done business with you before. They love you, they like you, they know you, they trust you, all those different things, but life changes, right? Things happen. So then now you can go ahead and take advantage of that database that's just sitting there, all the contacts that you've already paid for to acquire, and now you can launch a promotion to them through drip sequences, right? That can be email campaigns, targeted text message campaigns, or you can just call them and tell them that you have a new service that you think they would be interested in. And now you can clean up house and turn this past contact list that is just sitting there, right? That cost you money, that's not making you money, and now it can make you money. And so this is how, when we see clients launch, they're able to convert 30% of existing members, right, into this. And let's just do the math there, right? Let's just say you only have 100 clients right now, 100 people actively paying for you, right? So if you can turn that 100 people into 30 people that say they want to purchase medical weight loss, and let's just say at the minimum, you're low end, you're charging, $300 per month for that, you just added in almost $10,000 of recurring revenue into your business just like that. And this is huge because this compounds. You already have these clients. These clients are already paying you for a service. You've already acquired them. And so this $10,000 now just goes straight to your bottom line, right? It's just new revenue that's there that you can now take advantage of. So you can add in over $120,000 of new revenue to your business by simply taking something that your clients already want, probably already looking into, some of them already doing, and adding in medical weight loss to them. And then the database reactivation campaign. Let's just say you have, 1,000 contacts, right? 1,000 contacts between past leads, past clients, things like that. And you can get 2% of them to raise their hand and say that they're interested in what you have to offer, right? So if you can get 20 people to go ahead and add on medical weight loss from your past leads list, again, you have almost $8,000 coming in new revenue from a contact list that you were not making anything from. And so you can see how when you launch it, you don't necessarily have to first start figuring out how do you get new people in the door interested in this. You can take advantage of the resources that you already have in order to add this profitable revenue stream to your business. The next thing that you want to look at is how do you scale it from here, which I would highly recommend, because why not? So you have a lot of new revenue, you have a lot of new social proof, you have people using it, you're excited. So now it is time to scale it. And so to scale it, it just comes down to now, how do you get new people, right? A new flow of lead flow, a new channel, a new pipeline of people that are interested in coming into your business and now purchasing medical weight loss. And so I want to take a side note here, because this is, again, where things start to compound and it gets really crazy. Because let's say that you offer a gym membership, and right now that's what you're offering, right? That's what you're advertising. That's what people are seeing. That's going to get you your existing leads that you're currently seeing. But then you now add on another offer that someone who may not have been interested in a gym membership right off the bat, right? But they're interested in losing weight, medical weight loss. And now you have a new source of lead flow coming in the door that can not only buy medical weight loss, but would also be now interested in the gym membership. This works with aesthetics. Let's say you're a med spa and you offer body sculpting, right? Running a body sculpting ad can work. It can bring you in body sculpting clients, and you may already have that going. But not everyone who's interested in weight loss immediately thinks about body sculpting. A lot of people still don't even know what body sculpting even is. And so when you launch a body sculpting ad, you're only speaking to that person who actually understands what that is. They're interested in it, they raise their hand, they give you their contact information, and they come in and they purchase. So now you open up another stream of lead flow of people who know what medical weight loss is, they know what weight loss is, they're interested in it, but those people are also candidates for your sculpting services. So this is where it starts to really compound, and it gets really crazy, because not only are you getting them in for a new revenue stream, you're bringing people in the door that you never would have brought in before that fit the category of purchasing the other services that you offer in your wellness business. This works for cryo, it works for IVs, it works for recovery places, right? If you're a spin studio, it works for that as well. And so that's where it gets fun. So that's how this all compounds. But now let's talk about how do you actually get them in the door. I like to break it up into 3 simple steps. This is what we do for our clients. This is how we've generated over $60 million in revenue for them in the last 14 months in medical weight loss sales. And it starts with lead generation. And so lead generation is simply the question of how do you get someone to raise their hand and give you their contact information. That's it. That's what lead generation is. And so when you're launching a paid ad, I really recommend that you go to social media. Social media is going to be a great source for lead flow when it comes to people who are interested in weight loss. And so now that you're offering medical weight loss, you can now speak to weight loss. And so when we're running these ads, it's really important that we don't just speak to the thing that we're offering. Because if you do that, you start to become a commodity. So if you're just speaking to, hey, I offer semaglutide, I offer GLP-1s, those things there. First off, you're gonna have a hard time advertising it unless you have a legit script certification. Facebook will not let you say those words. And then second, people are going to see that, and now they're just comparing prices to where else can they get medical weight loss. So when you're marketing your ads, it's really important that you're speaking to the pain points and the desire of your avatar. We're speaking to transformation. We're speaking to body change. We're speaking to weight loss. We're speaking to body fat loss. We're speaking to toning, getting stronger, feeling better, having more energy, right? All those things are what the ad should speak to. And that's going to get you the most amount of lead flow of people raising their hand and giving you their contact information. So now that we have that there, now we need to move on to lead nurture. We have people who are raising their hand that you're paying for, right? Because you're running ads now, and they're interested. But it does not just stop there. From there, we have to now get that person into the door or onto the phone for a consult in order to sell them the medical weight loss service. And so this is where lead nurture becomes really important. And so for lead nurture, we have a whole training video on that. If you go on the YouTube channel, you'll see that there. But for lead nurture, there's really a couple main parts. The first part is speed to lead. When you get a lead, that lead needs to be able to be contacted within 3 minutes of opting in during business hours. If you can do that, Harvard Business Study have done studies time after time again where they see that when someone has a speed to lead contact of less than 3 minutes from opting in, they 4x the amount of conversions they get. That means they 4x their sales just by increasing the speed at which they can communicate with a client. So that's huge. The second thing is going to be contact volume, right? Not everyone is going to pick up, right? It just is what it is. And not everyone's going to opt in during business hours, right? Susie might be scrolling social media while, eating pizza at 2 a.m. and she might opt in there, ready to make a change. And so obviously you're not calling her at 2 a.m. unless you're just, you're crazy, then you can do that as well, but don't go to jail. So with that, you need contact volume. And so to be able to get someone to go from inaction to taking action, we typically see that's about 3 reach outs per day over a 5-day period. That's 15 contacts. And the number 3 are going to be the words that you say. This is scripting. This is what's going to get you to get someone to actually book an appointment and then show up to that appointment. And so these 3 things, speed to lead, contact volume, and scripting, are going to be what allows you to have a successful lead nurture system to be able to take someone from point of lead, point of giving you contact, to getting into a consultation where you can now offer them your new service and actually collect cash, okay? Now, lead nurture, what I really recommend is that if you are an existing wellness business owner, you probably don't have a lot of time. It just is the case, right? You're delivering your service, you're taking care of your business, you're working in your business, you're trying to grow your business, and you might not have the time to be able to do all of that and contact leads that aggressively. And so if you don't, then that's where you need automations, that's where you need a marketing CRM, that's where you need proven drip sequences, right? Text messages, emails, right? Auto voicemails, things that can get people and get them speed to lead and get them contact volume. And then making sure that your staff has the correct scripting to be able to succeed with being able to get them to actually show up to their appointment. And then lastly, sales. Just because you now offer medical weight loss does not mean that you can just simply have people walk in, here's a medical weight loss program, here's how much it costs, do you want to sign up? So those days are over with, right? Like when medical weight loss first started booming, you could do that. But now you are competing against giants. You're competing against the Hims and Hers, right? The online programs, the telehealth companies are offering it for super cheap because they have a lot of volume. And so if you're competing against those people, you cannot just compete off of, I offer medical weight loss, here's the pricing. We have to have a true and proven sales process that can walk someone in, take them through an entire consult process, do a body scan, hit on the pain points, hit on the desires, and then present your package in a way to where it stands out than just traditional medical weight loss, right? This is where having things like nutrition, accountability, workout programs, other services you have to offer to be able to boost up your package and make it more desirable for someone to want to sign up with you for medical weight loss than just going online, typing it in Google, and starting with the first online telehealth company that they see. And so you need to have a proven sales process in place. And so that's it, right? I say that's it. I know that seems like a lot, right? It seems like a lot to make it happen. But if you can do those 3 things, if you can bolt it on and be legally licensed to be able to actually give out medical weight loss, if you can launch it to your existing clients and then your existing database, and then you can scale it with paid marketing, you now have an extremely lucrative and profitable revenue stream in your business that's not only going to get your clients better results and make you more money, it's going to compound everything else that you are currently doing. It's going to drastically multiply your lifetime value. And so if you are interested in doing this, here's my shameless plug. We have launched a program, a medical weight loss launch system, where we do those 3 things for you, right? We eliminate all the time and all the costs and overhead of actually adding on medical weight loss in your business, making you legally able to sell it in 50 states. So if you had desires to go from just brick and mortar to online, if you want to reach more people, now you can do so. We take a proven launch system, plug that into your business so you can not just run the internal play, but you can also run the database reactivation. And before you start spending money on paid advertising, now you already have revenue coming in from the current resources that you have. And then now that you've had that, now that you're confident, now it's time to scale it to the moon and continue to add on a new revenue system that can bring in new people in the door, them handing you cash, and then also use the other services that you have in your business. So this is a crazy time in this industry. This has never been able to be done before. There's always been this separation between medical and wellness. And for the first time ever, you can now break that separation and you can be the person that's actually helping people transform their lives, helping people lose weight with GLP-1s. And I'm going to tell you, coming from being a student of this game, from being someone who just loves wellness business, because this is the business industry that changed my life, that allowed me to start really helping people and then helping myself, right? Becoming a business owner, all those different things. If that is you, then I believe that you are the person that should be walking people through their medical weight loss journey. Not the doctor who doesn't care, not the online telehealth company that ships out the medication and never checks up with people, not the people that are just looking to get a quick buck, right, and open up 100 locations in the next year and not really care for patient results. It should be you. It should be the wellness business owner who actually cares about long-term transformation and understands that it is also cool to be able to make a lot of money in the process while you do it. Okay, so I hope that this video helps. If you did, if you like it, then go ahead and make sure that you subscribe. If you're watching this video because you're about to hop on a consultation with us, then I hope this gives a little bit more clarity on how to make it happen. And then until the next one, guys, I'll see you later.